I went to high school with. Some of them live in Africa, some live down in Florida.
Africa, Jesus.
Yeah. And
Did I got another one.
Moving to Africa? I got another one lives in Bali.
Do you know your African roots? Do you know your family heritage?
My daughter's working on our family tree right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, my daughter's doing that right now. She's putting together the whole family.
This is expensive if you're on like Ancestry or whatever the other sites are.
My daughter, she does that. She knows how to do that shit.
There's a site everybody uses for free, but it's definitely like a Christian, like it's a Mormon site. And it's 100% obvious it's a Mormon site. But you can research a lot of family history on it. But it's based on they put what they know is true.
Yeah.
And then you just try to follow your shit.
You know, to really be honest with you, and I hope this doesn't sound callous, but I really don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't understand people that
I really don't give a shit.
My family knows a lot of it. My mom does hers,
I
and
think
then
that
I got
people
a sister
should
on my
care,
dad's
though.
side that does theirs.
I think that who you are and where you came from, it's like, I mean, it's like the whole reason why I'm here thriving and surviving is to procreate and have as many kids as possible, so that
How many kids you got?
Just one right now.
And you gonna have more?
I hope so.
Shit.
So my mom traced her family. She's Hogan,
That's
Irish.
blueberry, isn't it?
She traced them back to
That's
Constantinople,
blueberry,
and
isn't it?
fucking Constantine and his 12
Yeah,
fucking
Maybe.
royals, and she
Well, I mean,
traced
it's
them
not
back to
blood
one of
orange.
those
Yeah,
royal
that's
families. I
blood
told her,
orange.
yeah, you and
Or
42
not blood
million
orange,
other
yeah.
people.
Now see, my daughter took
Go
us.
find me another
My daughter-
blood orange
If you're not the
bud,
direct descendant, you don't get
Blood
shit.
orange.
Well, my daughter did one
Damn, that's a
already
nice blueberry bud.
on me. I did the DNA thing, and it came out that I was 20.
One bad motherfucker.
20 some odd % Irish.
Oh, everybody's Irish in America.
You got Irish in you?
The Irish people just fuck
Yeah,
them.
and
They get down.
and the rest of it was German.
Okay.
No African in there.
Yeah, the more we find out, the more Norwegian we find. But we got Irish, and a lot of our names are Irish. But that just means that the most recent men were Irish.
Yeah, I was like, I think I'm like 23% Irish.
The men were Irish.
You're 23% Irish?
So we
Yep,
were Irish dudes who
and
fuck Norwegian
and
girls.
I'm mostly German.
Nope.
Oh, Sprechen Sie
Irish, English, and German.
Deutsch? Kind of.
That's
You
what
got
they.
a better nose than I do.
That's what they
motherfucker.
traced it back
Well, I
to.
can smell it, but I can't pick it.
Well, my daughter's doing an
Nice,
indefinite
man.
now. She's going to take it all the way back as far as humanly possible.
So my dad's name is a.
So you want to go smoking in Africa?
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
My dad can trace his shit back to King Henry VIII
Yeah.
freeing the slaves.
Yeah,
We're going to do a show in Africa?
I would like to do that and have some Durban poison to smoke.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
soundtrack could be great.
Because you
Yeah,
find
but
out you
the
got
song.
some cool relatives down there that are still growing weed?
And like coming home
But they
songs.
said that my relatives don't come from Africa, dude.
None of them?
No. English, Irish, and German.
Holy shit.
That's how that shit came back.
How?
I don't know. That's how it came back.
Because you had sexy
'Cause-
grandmas.
You know, I had to take that swab. I had to take that swab thing and put it in there. Did I put it in this package
I know.
and mailed it back to
Now
them?
you're on
You
the
should send
system.
another
They're gonna
one,
make
except
clones
they
of
might
you.
have fucked up.
So when you wake up in 300 years, you'll know why.
And I'll have plenty of clones to help me do what I got to do.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
There's a white rod out there.
Ain't no
going,
maybe.
My family ain't from Nigeria and Chad and fucking Ivory Coast.
Ain't no damn maybe.
Don't you love it when you ever seen the episodes like where Fry makes clones of himself to get shit done, and
talking
nothing
about-
ever gets done because the clones are just him and they
Yeah.
don't want to do anything?
Exactly.
Yeah, you talking about with Bender?
Yeah, Futurama.
I love. I don't even like cartoons, but I love that one.
Of course you would.
I love
There's
it.
aliens
I
involved.
love that one. It is so stupid.
I know.
It is like super stupid. And that Bender, boy.
Yeah, he's
Rick and
so.
Morty's pretty sweet too, though.
He hasn't watched it yet. He
You haven't
will.
seen that
Oh
yet.
man, that's pretty good.
I'll get it together.
There's a
Yep.
guy at work that I think of as Rick. He's a mad genius, but he's out of his goddamn mind. Brilliant though. So learn everything you can.
All right.
So they got these new AI drones. Have you heard about these things?
Oh,
No.
Skynet?
No, it's you can buy them, but you can't crash it.
That's awesome.
It's got
It's
a
always thinking.
Yeah, it's AI in it, 5G, and so
Which means
if you fuck up flying it, it'll correct itself.
and if it's running out battery, it comes home.
It'll come home and land on the battery
That's
charger.
awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Damn.
Let's get one. Let's get one for the show. We could start with it fucking miles away and have it come home and start recording, and then the show starts when it gets here and lands. We'll be like, oh, we see it. All right, we better start talking about this shit. They'll come up and fucking dock right here, and we'll use its camera as the fucking show. Or then we can cut to the other camera. How sick would that be? Hey, donate to the show. We'll get drones going.
The other guy that I trimmed for,
Donate right here.
he's got a big ass
Make that
drone.
happen. Have a guy
He's got a
make a car.
gigantic drone. He put it together himself.
Where's your IT guy? You need an IT guy in the corner that's constantly like
Yeah,
What's
trust
his
me,
name?
I know.
making shit pop. So when I say dumb shit like that, you can pop your fucking where to donate.
I bought this computer and I'm fucking
Venmo,
horrible at
Grey
using
Fox.
it.
You what?
I have put no effort into using it.
But you're using it now, aren't you?
Kind of. But like, if I did it right, I could be streaming this on fucking Twitch, Facebook.
Is this a mystery one? Because it's not from the dispensary, or is this?
It's definitely not from the dispensary.
You can't tell us what it is before?
Nah.
Okay,
He never does that.
I know.
No, I didn't trick you. I'm not hiding
Yeah,
it.
he's not.
No, it's cool.
This ain't trickery. This is just
Right.
deception.
Right.
I feel like it was so cold the first time because you did it to Rudy.
He did it to me 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I've done it to him a couple
A
times.
couple of times.
Really?
Normally he doesn't fucking flip the script. But that one he actually flipped the script on me.
Yeah, the first
Motherfucker
one he
got
was
me. I'm like, my jaw dropped when he said 4. I'm like, what? No, dude, I didn't think it was
So you're
that
recording
bad.
the scores because we were recording the scores before individually, and then
I put them up on here. When we go back inside, I'll bring the board back up. It's just too, like, you
because I want
can't
my
really
vote
see.
to last for posterity's sake, you know.
Yeah, I don't have a view of it yet out here. So yeah, you think the revolts are gonna happen in what, October?
Well, I love how.
When they start putting everyone out on the streets?
So I'm a person who has 3 fucking bullet wounds and has never felt the need to have a gun in his life. I've never been in a situation where me having a gun would have improved my situation.
Here.
But had guns pulled on me. I've been in situations where people who own guns talk about that's the reason they would have a gun. And in my mind, you either fucking, if you're dealing with something who's out of their goddamn mind, you do everything they say and try not to die. If you're dealing with someone who's a fucking coward pulling a gun on you, you take their goddamn gun from them.
My thing is, I would never pull a gun based on my life. I would do it based on.
Someone pulls a gun on
others'
you,
life.
you pulling a gun is not going to
No,
be a good
but
situation.
that's what
If
I'm
they
saying.
already have a gun on you.
That's
you
what
die
I'm
pulling a
saying.
gun.
I wouldn't pull a gun on someone. if
Little
they
old
were-
ladies get shot all the time in terrible parts of town, and the reason that type of shit happens, well, that's a terrible thing to say, but there's many statistics on little old ladies getting shot with their own gun is what I'm trying to get at.
All I'm
They
saying.
pull a gun out of their purse, their little 38, that their son got them to protect
Yeah.
themselves on the subway,
It's a 22.
and the guy who had the
usually.
knife who tried to take her bag
38's
fucking
not that
shoots her with their own gun.
There's
I don't
much.
know nothing about guns.
It's much more.
Yeah.
There's much more
38.
old ladies.
I know that I have
bigger than
wrenches
a
in my tool
22.
bag because I need them to turn pipes, and cowards have guns in their tool bag because they need them to feel strong.
But it's most of the old guys and old ladies shooting young guys, breaking into their houses.
Yeah. That's the bad thing. When people get senile and fearful, when people are fearful, people that are fearful should never have guns.
No, they're not fearful.
People show me like the
They're
shotgun
not
they got,
fearful.
like the mini
it-
fucking sawed-off
if-
pump
if-
home defense gun, and I always think
Or
like that's gonna be
unpracticed.
really easy to kill
No,
you
but
with
if you're at
pulling someone
home-
in the leg. You know,
If you're at home in bed and you hear somebody kick your front door in, what are you going to do?
the first rule of home
I'm
invasion is
probably
that
gonna grab
motherfucker's
my
ready.
gun and hide
They
my
know what they're
closet
doing.
and
They
wait
came
for them
in
to
there
kick in the
fucking-
door.
But you're going to protect yourself.
Yeah, and if they open my closet door, then I'm going to blow them away.
Yeah, you protect yourself.
But
However
I don't know
you
how
do
many
it.
home invasions work that way.
Work what way?
You do hear guys that are successful, but home invasions, a lot of times, you pull a gun, you're fucking dying. The guy breaking into your house is already ready. He already knows what's going to happen. He's already ready for you to pull a gun.
But he might kill you anyway.
Right.
See, so you just, well, if you got a gun, use it. Especially in a life-death situation. Because you might not use your gun, and he might kill you anyway. Guns are a funny thing. You know,
They are.
I've had a concealed weapons
Preparing
license
for
for
something
a
like a
long
home invasion is a
time,
funny
but
thing
I have
because-
never pulled a gun out on anybody, and I hardly ever carry.
Well, there's no reason to ever pull out a gun unless lives are at stake.
But you don't know. You don't know. I worked security, man, for over 30 years. You don't know. It's easy to sit here and say that, but when you're in the situation, it's a totally different
You
thing.
hear that story in Warren the other day where it was a house party and 4 different people pulled guns. One guy started shooting first, but 40 rounds went off and like 4 people went to the hospital, but no one died. And 40 rounds went off in a house at a house party in Warren.
Well,
And most Warren houses aren't that big.
that's great that all of them
Fucking-
were shitheads that didn't know how to use guns.
Exactly. They all ran out of ammo or some shit.
That one dude on that video he showed me knew how to use it.
Oh yeah,
That
the
dude fucking.
Detroit,
It was
Coney
the first time
Island.
he shot somebody because
Man, I watched that video 30 fucking times.
he took that dude out one pop, took out 3 dudes in
And
3
took-
shots.
Oh,
took out the guy running.
I won't watch it.
I didn't know it was fucking happening until he showed it to
Yeah,
me 3 times.
I don't watch
Oh.
shit like that, but I know what you're talking about, because on the news, on regular TV, they show him
It
point the gun, they don't show him shooting.
it was a work of art how he did it. It was so
Dude, it was so
it was
smooth.
so beautifully.
Like next thing you know,
horrible.
they're all fucking dead, and it was like, or at least they're down.
And you know what?
See, that's the thing. If someone is coming in with the intent to kill you, they are primed and ready. They know what's happening.
You
It's
know, I
always the
think-
element of surprise.
I think he
It's
was
the
out
best
on.
advantage
I
they
think he
have.
was out on probation.
If he caught him in a Coney Island, he was
He was
straight
that.
up
He was supposed to
assassin.
have a gun.
Oh,
Well,
Probably
you,
not.
you could tell that there was another. It didn't say it, but
They've
it
already
looked
found out
like
he
there
went there
was
to kill one
another
guy
guy
and whoever
there
fucking
that
was
had
the
his
situation.
back that was watching the door. Because
Well, he said that
It was
he
fine.
shot them.
the way that
That's
he,
called organized.
He had just
crime.
got out of. I think he just got
They
out of
were-
jail, and he said the reason why he shot them. This is crazy. Was because one guy said something about his
girl's
shoes.
Oh,
He had like some Jordans on,
Yeah, because
and the guy said something about his shoes.
because he got caught on camera. Now he's going to do his time. Of course, he's going to say some shit like that.
Yeah, that wasn't it.
Oh, that's not a good excuse.
You don't
could-
tell the truth.
If you watch the
You don't say
video,
'cause
you can
so-and-so
tell
told me to kill a
that you
motherfucker
can
and
tell
whoever the
that
fuck
it
he
was
was with.
completely
you
organized.
do that when you've been to jail and
If
you
you
want.
say- if
No,
you
you
say-
do that when you've been to jail and you want to go
You
back.
would say
to
he
jail.
spit on my
That
blue
dude was a
suede
that was a
shoes.
hit.
Yeah, it was.
If you watch the video, it was a hit.
If you say he spit on my blue suede shoes,
There's
your
an
kids
ex-
get taken care
I'm
of.
telling you,
Your wife
watch
gets
the
taken
fucking
care of.
video.
No. Listen.
I
He
know
didn't.
he's saying.
He didn't know those people.
I don't care. I don't. He may be saying that, but he only may be saying that to protect the gang he's
He's
in.
going to live like
Yeah,
a fucking
because
That was a gang hit. Like
It's gonna be all
it
right.
was too perfect. He
It's
literally
not a
took
serious
out.
note at the end.
he
like-
knew what,
He knew what he was doing. He had a guy watching the door.
and his girl.
And they
was
were in
with
red.
him, and his girl was part of.
It was about my
and-
shoes
and
for
I think-
$1,000.
Did you see the other one? Did you see the other one in the gas station?
No, I didn't see that
When
one.
the
That
guy's
ain't
shooting, the
bad
guy's
Yeah.
the guy's driving off. He shoots all the windows out and shit like that.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot of young guys running around with guns. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Well, they don't know what to do.
They're
because
just
there's no-
crazy.
That's
I
what a lot of
agree with
Chicago
you in a
shit
lot
is.
of
They're just
cases,
crazy.
but I
15,
think that
16
Could you
years
they're-
old.
imagine being
It's
20
crazy,
right
yeah.
now?
No,
Be 20 years old and not know what the fuck the future.
They're the ones that. They're the reason we're protesting, though. They're the
Look,
ones out there
dude.
doing it.
Hold on, no.
So
when I was 20
shout
years
out
old,
to 20-year-olds.
No, I know, but no.
Keeping on.
But listen to my point. though.
Social justice warriors everywhere.
The whole thing is that 10 years from now, we could be living under China rule. Like, that's no joke.
We pissed China off again today.
Our fucking weapons aren't worth shit.
listen.
You don't have people to fire them.
I heard the same thing. We were going to be under Russian rule.
No, I know.
Back,
I
wait a
know.
minute, listen to
I-
this.
That's fine.
Back during the riots,
Aren't we right
they
now?
said back during the riots, they said it was communists
elect the
and
president?
Russians here.
We are under
Sorry,
Russian.
Rick.
Fear the red, fear
We got
the
an
red.
orange Russian president.
Yeah, no. I'm not talking that kind of doomsday scenario. I'm talking about you're 20 years old. Our economy could literally collapse in the next couple months because of the way this fucking shit's shaking out right now.
So
And if it collapses, you've got 5-6 years of depression in the U.S. Okay, China is now the fucking dominant power on the world stage, and in China, all our kids, like all their fucking kids, have to learn English. We'll have to start learning fucking Mandarin as a second
So
language,
China told us
just
we
like every
couldn't
other
have,
country learns English as a second language.
Okay.
when
That's
China
my point.
quarantined Wuhan,
If this shit hits the fan in 3 to 4 months, and we go on a fucking major depression, and they just keep fucking things up, and Trump's elected for another 4 years.
He's now talking about kids not going to school, and he's now talking about wearing masks. So I think he's figuring it out. Now there's like 2 million fucking cases.
Well, he was
No,
told to
he's not
stick to
figuring
the
shit
script,
out.
and then he said,
He says he's about masks. In the same fucking breath, he
it's
says
the
he's
number
not.
one thing that's killing him in the elections
Yeah.
is his approach on masks. Is what people are saying.
No, what's killing him?
Yep.
It's
And you know what's gonna
everything.
kill him?
Because
You know what's gonna
Biden's got
stop
to
that?
get 70% approval right now because of his
if he
approach on
didn't
masks.
talk,
People are saying.
if he cut down his talking by 25%, he would get
Don't
reelected.
give me ideas.
The
Fuck
problem
him.
is there's too much
Keep
of
talking.
his base that are fucking him up for the fucking mask thing, and he takes that shit personally.
But he's saying crazy shit too, man. He's saying crazier shit than he ever said before right now. A lot of people are questioning his...
He's Sudafed.
That's why he brought up that cognitive thing.
I know why he brought
Because
up the cotton.
now listen to this.
When
gave
they
a
ask
fucking
him,
test.
Listen to this.
He does not.
A
pick
guy
his
that
rap.
he used to hang out with when he was younger, like in his late 20s and shit. He said that him and Trump
Jeffrey Epstein.
used to snort cocaine and snort what's the other one?
Ritalin?
Adderall.
Adderall.
Yep. He says
Not
that
when he
imagine.
was young. When he's 70 goddamn.
No, he's
years
saying
old.
he does it now, the Adderall. But when they were younger, they used to snort cocaine. He snorted it with him.
My mom just got his book, the Mary Trump book. It's
That
probably
would
gonna be a
not
fun
surprise me if, because he claims he's never done any drugs.
Bullshit.
He seems like the type of douchebag that's never done any drugs in his life.
He seems
Trump?
like, but yeah, you're right.
No, he
but
seems
he
like
seems
a
like he might
coked
do. Yeah, he seems like he might do some
They,
coke.
they showed
Like when he
pictures
was
of his
younger,
drawer.
I'm sure he did some coke.
They
Yeah,
showed pictures
yeah.
of
Back
his
to his
drawer.
Studio
He had-
54 and all that
Your
shit.
days?
You
Yeah,
don't hang around with
Sudafed.
them people and not do it.
yeah, he did some.
They showed pictures of his drawer, and he had Sudafed pills that were like straight Sudafed, and they were like Mexican because they're not even legal here, but they were a mock of something that used to be legal here,
They were on a shelf behind him.
which is just like speed.
Yeah.
Like he just wanted fucking speed.
But they said that a lot of people, because the way he slurs and says certain things, a lot of people think he's on Adderall right now.
Well, I don't even think it's Adderall. I think it's that old shit. Because my friend's grandma was on some fucking speed shit from the 70s. They put it on her. So, like, my sophomore year, she would drive us to school. We'd just go to her house, we'd get in her car, and she'd drive me and him to school. The next year, she was in a rest home. And she's like, she's passed away now, but she'd be like, Lamb. Lady
He
was
had dementia.
she was completely, the year before, she was completely living on her own. They took her off her meds. They took her off the speed that they had her on since the 70s, and this is in the 90s when this happened.
Well,
And then within fucking 3 days, she was cognitively gone.
Because her brain didn't make any of the shit that it used to need to do that shit on its own.
Yeah, so she's just fucking in a home.
Body requires a lot.
So we've had my grandma
For
for
your
a
mind.
long ass time now, and as soon as her husband died, they told her she couldn't live on her own. You know, they told her kids they had to take her. So my mom and one of her sisters had custody. First we flew her to Florida to live with them, and it was too much trouble. Then she came to live with my mom, and my mom endures the trouble. But she's been there for years, you know. I don't know how many exactly, but it's been a long ass time.
What is this?
And grandma's completely gone.
What do you think it is?
I don't
Healthy
know.
as
That's
hell.
what I'm asking you.
How about
Totally
we
get
just
around,
blind
totally.
score it?
Do what?
A blind score.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Dementia has a lot of cool traits, though. Like, when she was a kid, she played piano, and when she was later in life, she didn't really. But her dad courted for square dances and shit. And now, with dementia, she, like, can play by ear chords. So she can play the shit out of a piano because her mind doesn't have...
It hasn't
all
went there yet.
It doesn't have the 60 years since
It hasn't went there yet.
Well, the
Right.
your creative.
It
Mine's
cuts. It cuts.
tired and shriveled.
What it does, it cuts different things off slowly but surely. It'll get to a point where you forget how to breathe.
But she'll tell me stories
That's when they
about her
die.
parents that nobody
They
else
forget
can.
how to breathe.
About great-grandparents.
Being creative doesn't require memory necessarily.
Right.
Like it's like, I love
Being creative doesn't memory.
like
In
it.
her last
Like
years living with Grandpa,
being
she
creative
did a lot of
is
quilting.
like
I think that's how he
is
kept her
like
occupied.
having fun.
So I think she was
like
like that.
they say the only time you have unrestricted fun is when you're playing a game, because you're like
Right.
you're playing a game. Because you're like, 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 you you're set by rules that you have to play in a parameter, and you're expressing yourself, whether you know it or not, dynamically to achieve the rules of the game. So like that creativeness is like when people play music and things like that, there's not really a purpose for it. Like people that play music to be cool, they fucking suck. People that play
Oh my
music
goodness.
and get lost in it, that's the shit that matters.
Anyways, you're judging people for what they do.
So should we talk about this
You
week?
just said
since
they're
we're all
judging them
done
because
smoking?
you shouldn't. Who cares why they play music? It's their purpose. The point is, what's the taste flavor? What do you guys give it?
I go 6. I like the taste better than any of the other ones today. So this had a better taste than any of the other ones. But the last one definitely was the most get me fucked up.
Yes, the most potent.
I judge most on.
I got double high.
This was
after
good weed. This wasn't bad weed, but it wasn't as good as the lemon OG. Tastes better.
I give it
6.
I give it a 6.5.
I'm still
I give it a 6.5
I'm sticking with
because I got a lot higher.
sticking with my 7. I liked it.
So out of 5,
I like the
6.5,
cream.
and 6.
I knew what it was.
I can't
coming
believe
in,
you
so
can't tell what you gave that a 6.5.
I like it.
I mean, it's a
It's
blood
the
orange,
shit.
so it's surprising that you gave
Is
it a
it
6.5.
Danny or Arnold?
Number 6,
6.
the devil.
Let's see that. See
What's
that's
that?
That's why I gave it a 6.
It's the last
I knew
one,
it was
so it don't
6.
matter.
that's where I'd be fucked up at
Oh,
because
that's the one.
how many different ones do you have?
The blood oranges?
Yes.
I
Well,
have
that
number 1, number 3, and Danny.
And which one is this one?
6.
This is gone.
Gone. This is last year.
We just had it.
Wow.
Was
Peace
this
out,
the
6.
Arnold?
This was
Fuck
number
6.
6.
I don't even like
Oh, you just
Arnold's
had number
fuck
6.
Yeah, Arnold's gone.
We don't need
that
it
one.
anymore.
I couldn't. Something happened to it in transplant or in clone that it just didn't take. So,
Wasn't happening.
Yeah, it's gone. So I still have Danny. I have
Natural
number 1.
selection.
Number 1 I liked. I've been smoking number
And this
1.
is number 6.
Yeah, this is number 6.
I like this one.
Yeah, well it's gone.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
gonna like
bye.
you're gonna like number 1 too. Number 1's kind of gassy. It's more on the creamy, gassy OG flavor with a slight tinge to it.
I'm waiting for that one.
And you liked number
I'm waiting for that one that I hung today.
TS4.
I'm waiting for that.
TS4. I know.
Those buds are unbelievable.
I know.
They
Right.
big, thick.
We smoked a joint of
At
the
least-
Deadhead or the 18 today. That's
Oh my
being cut down on
god.
Monday. Or dried up on
I
Monday.
told Steve like when I was 3/4 through it, I go, this is probably the best joint I've smoked in like 2 months.
Oh yeah.
It was
But the good shit.
The
It,
next one coming after that in 10 days. Not because tomorrow Monday is. So 10 days from Monday is. It's got to be at least 10 ounces,
Really?
if not 12, because right now it's double the size of the one that you're about to trim,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still got 10 days left,
Wow.
and it looks.
That sounds encouraging.
It's got that Christmas to
yeah,
it.
the real look.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
No, the smell.
Yeah.
That crisp Deadhead smell.
Well,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
touch it, otherwise you're going to be Peter Parker, and it like you'll
It'll be Peter Parker.
everything will stick to your hands.
Yeah, I did. I cut up because coming up in about a month and a half, we're gonna have these. I got 2 of my very own. Well, actually, it's me and Zane's first grandchild's.
Oh, really?
Yep,
I can't wait.
month and a half. We'll
Gotta
be doing
have
the show.
Zane over for
I know I'm
that.
gonna have Zane
Yeah.
over because it's about time he can come over for it too.
I haven't seen him. in
So
a minute.
I can put the table up and we can figure it out. Get enough, maybe do because my weed, I'll definitely have more than an eighth. But one is from that one that you just went. Oh, I can't wait for that. One is a daughter of that, and the other one's a daughter of the Deadhead.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
So,
interesting.
They are very interesting looking. They have good structure.
They stack.
Yeah, the stack is pretty good, but they're not at that point yet where the smell is really determinable.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting close to where, because Deadhead doesn't really start putting out its stink until like probably
Further into the
7
Yeah.
weeks in,
Yeah.
maybe 8.
Yeah, yeah.
About the terminal.
Yeah, the late end of it is when it really starts putting its stink out. But it's yeah, I'm excited. Oh, Jedi Kush is getting trimmed up tomorrow too, so we'll have to do that show the next couple days.
Oh, okay.
Forgot about that. We tried it the other day, remember?
Yeah.
We tried an early branch.
Yeah.
This one's because it was hermiing, and it didn't hermy the rest of the way out.
It didn't.
Nope. So we're gonna try it again. Make sure it can go one more time. See how it does, because it's an early one. So we're hoping. Plus some creamy 4 coming. It's gonna be interesting. I'm excited. I'm excited and
You're just
nerve-wracked.
giddy like a schoolgirl.
Well, I just
There's
want
no way
to
to know anything about it yet, though, right?
No.
It's a
We've
month
already
away.
tried.
Yeah. There's nothing I can. Huh?
We already tried the cream before, right?
What cream?
Did cream before already?
Yeah, creamy 4 we already know.
Yeah.
But it's
I'm
more
talking
about.
the one that's coming out
Oh,
in a
dude.
month.
What's the one that I'm fucking dope psyched about? The jet.
Oh yeah, the one I gave. One of the ones I gave you for your outside thing. It's called King Jack,
Yeah.
and it is a King Jack. It's coming down tomorrow.
Is that off of like Jack Hare?
Yeah.
Jack Hare is awesome.
Oh,
It has
We've
that.
done that before from the
smells-
dispensary, and I liked it.
It has that smell.
smells
Really,
so
really,
good.
really Jacky.
Very
So
interesting.
What's the king? Is there a
Jack the Ripper. It was Jack the Ripper crossed with Space Queen, I think. I don't remember exactly. It's just a freebie seed that I got.
okay.
I didn't like the way it grew because it's very short and stout and too much undergrowth.
I'd keep that boy alive.
It's too late. He already has it outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
That bitch is
that,
gone.
oh, that's it. That's it.
That's it.
I thought you. Oh, I thought you kept it.
No, I gave it to him. I don't like that growth. It's too much of a hassle.
I would have kept
It's
that.
too much. No, it's too much risk because a plant like that, it's really hard to make sure you get in there and get all the bugs out, or not get all the bugs because there's no bugs. But keeping it maintained
Yeah.
is really difficult. So it's one of those ones that can be.
You have to like stress
Yeah.
train it down.
Yeah,
all
and it's
the way.
just so much work, and it's like, is it really worth? No, I'll find another Jack flavor somewhere else in a better growth structure,
Oh, dude, that
because
one
it wasn't
smells
enough
so
growth
sweet.
in veg for me to really consider it in our situation. So I was like,
Yeah, it's all about the real estate.
If I like
it is real estate.
If I
all
like
about the
it,
real estate.
man, I'm gonna need all that.
It is the real estate. That's all it's about, because you got to figure out which ones are going to make the money.
Yep.
And it would make money, but not if it yields fucking 4 ounces every time.
Exactly.
Ain't gonna do me no fucking good. Not when Deadhead Mike is definitely giving me 8. The one that's
Oh,
in
yeah.
there now is definitely gonna give me 8. And that may be it. And if that's it, that's fine, because it's a fucking massive plant. I don't
It's all
think so.
science, though. If you give it exactly what it needs, it'll do good, right?
Yeah.
So you got deadhead down.
Yeah, if it likes the room it's in,
Yeah.
and you give it the proper.
It's a
You
lot
have to
better
give it
lights.
what it needs when
So
it
you
needs
kind of
it,
are
too.
also finding the
Yeah.
strand that's perfect for you.
You just
Yeah.
hoping you find strains that like your room.
Which is, no, it's, you find a strain you like, and then you keep at it until you figure it out.
Is that what the acid was like back in the day? It's like,
Yeah, it was the best one I had. I had 2 of them that were better
And-
than everyone else.
and
Everyone
it liked
asked
you.
about it. No, not at first. It took me a while to get to a point. This guy, when I first went, the first place I went to was Bestie's over off of Shaner, over 8 Mile and Shaner area. It's this like garden supply place, and they had hydro stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And my first crop was in dirt, and I went there and I'm like, what pots do I use? I asked them questions, and they said,
Yeah.
use the smart pots. They're the best pots. 5 gallons are perfect, blah blah blah. So I was like, and he goes, I said, any other tips? He's like, well, read other books besides cannabis. Don't just read cannabis growing books. Read fucking actual
Right.
growing
Tomato
vegetables and other plants. And then he also said, stick to one strain that you really like and work on that. And when that one's down, find another. And that's what I did. I didn't.
Sounds logical to me.
And again, it's not what I like. It's what sold. Again, I loved acid. I didn't really like A2. You know what I'm saying? But it sold. So it's like, it gave me weight and it sold. So fuck it.
Fuck it.
Gotta use it.
2 tears in the bucket.
But then it stopped selling. So that's when I switched to the 18 and the Deadhead. And I started playing with those. And that was in 2015. No, 2000. Yeah, 15. No, 14. something like that. 2013 maybe.
Like, that's how I feel about blueberry, though. Like, one day blueberry will have its day when it just comes to its own. But, like, Deadhead always reigns supreme.
No, I think blueberry is going to get moved over to a commercial setting.
You think so?
I think it's one of those ones that would do very well on a mid-grade shelf.
Yeah, it would.
Do very, very well on a
It
mid-grade
would.
shelf. The
You're right
color
about that.
And
The
the,
color,
yield.
yeah.
The yield.
People that like it, like it.
Yeah, people that like it love it.
Yeah, they like it. They like
Oh,
it.
yeah, they always somewhat. Some
It's
people get flavors out of it. My Aunt Chris says hello.
Howdy.
I think it's one
I
of
don't know
those
if she's
ones
still
that,
there.
like, the variety of flavor that it has is so big that I'm just like, well, sometimes I love it, and sometimes I'm just bored with it.
Yeah, that's same. Sometimes I smoke a joint and I'm like, man, that's fucking good.
Yeah.
Another time, I guess it's when it's hashier. I like it when it gets hashier.
Well, I like it when it's like a little dry. When it gets a little drier than normal, it seems to be best then, to me. Taste is best. But see, I always try to put something in a jar for at least a week before I fuck with it. Let it cure at least a week.
Wow.
It makes it better.
Yeah, well,
It does.
one day in the future.
See? Tell me what day in the future. You're supposed to have.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. I don't.
No matter how crazy technology gets, though, growing is still growing. You still have to let it do its thing.
Well, no, without a doubt
You're
you
just trying to
do,
give it
but
the best environment you
But I mean, some strains are so much better after they cure. Really. Especially if you let it go like 2 or 3 weeks, it's night and day. But this is Detroit and shit don't last. Shit don't last.
I had
Oh yeah, Pearl
I had-
Punch is coming down next 10 days at the warehouse. It's
What?
not gonna be much of it, but it's fucking candy, fucking skunky.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait for all the
Yeah,
shit he's talking about.
like,
yeah.
see,
I'm gonna be in heaven
like-
for the next 2 weeks.
Can I smoke some
like
of this
that's
shit?
the thing. Purple Punch to me is so good and so exclusive that it's the type of shit where I'd be like, yeah, I'll pay $100 for like a quarter of it, just because nobody else has.
I
that
really
shit.
wish that flavor.
Nobody
came
else
through.
has that smell or that taste.
I wish that flavor came through.
Well, you're about to find out.
You didn't. Well, last time I let the little bit that I got, the eighth cure or maybe a quarter cure
Maybe that's
in my
what it
little
was.
jar, and it cured it.
Back
I
to
let
your
it
point.
sit for about 3 weeks. You open it up, open it up, open it
burp
up.
it about once a week.
When I finally sat down and smoked it, it tasted like I was drinking a Faygo grape pop.
Well, it's in rotation at the condo, so I got to figure it out soon.
You'll get it together.
I feel like because the new lights are just amazing.
I have faith
I feel
in
like
you.
these new lights are gonna not fix everything. They're just gonna make.
You're gonna enhance.
No, they're gonna get me back to where I was when I had high pressure sodiums.
Yeah.
And the LEDs when they first started. Because when the LEDs I first got them, the first 7-8 months, they were popping out fucking massive weight. And that might have just been my veg room was better. Because switching the veg room, I think, is what killed me. Going to those shitty ass 600s in the veg.
Oh, I see what you're saying in the veg.
Yeah, instead of 400 watt.
Yeah.
Metal halides.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
But it is kind of veg is important. I mean,
it's
that's
super
where they get
important.
their
yeah, that's
roots.
important. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super important. When
The better
you
the
got
veg,
shitty plants,
usually the better the plant.
it's usually a shitty veg.
All right, man.
No, it was nice.
Yeah, good show.
Good seeing you.